Welcome to UA Live. I'm Kira DePore.
And I'm Elena Fernandez. Coming up in this show, we look at ACT testing, winter sports, and Valentine's Day.
Congratulations to mock trial teams Warren, Marshall, and Ginsburg for making it to regionals. If both the prosecution and the defense win their trials, they will go on to states. Mock trial is a competition where students are given a fake case and have to figure out the best way to argue their side. Students can either play the role of a witness or a lawyer. If you're interested in joining the team next year, talk to Ms. Burgess. Good luck to all teams.
The UAHS Environmental Club had their third cleanup of the year on Sunday, February 7th. They picked up trash around the parking lot of the Kroger on Henderson Road. If you are interested in joining Environmental Club or taking part in the next cleanup, follow them on Instagram at UAHS_Environmental Club.
Now let's take a look at the progress of the new school along with the athletic and extracurricular
Most all of us
additions.
have seen this animated tour of the plan for the new high school, but I took a look at the progress of the actual school. Specifically, I looked at the main and auxiliary gyms, the auditorium, and the natatorium. Let's see how far along the construction team is 3 months before the current school is torn down and teachers are able to move into the new Upper Arlington High School.
My name is Michael Hilton. I'm the project manager for all of the Upper Arlington City School projects, and we're standing today in the competition gym. As you can see, the contractors have finished quite a bit. We've got the scoreboard behind you, all the basketball backboards are in place, and we are preparing for the installation of the wood floors. So the competition gym, being the main gym, will have bleachers on both sides and one main court in the center of the gymnasium. All right, we've just left the competition gym and we are now in the auxiliary gym where all programs are going to be able to use it. We've got 3 separate courts and then we've got a main court going down the center.
The auxiliary gym will have all-purpose flooring, so any team can play or practice in this new space.
Hi everybody, Mr. Jordan. I'm standing on the stage in what you call the auditorium, but it's what our new Performing Arts Center. In front of me here is the orchestra pit. This Performing Arts Center will fit about 1,500 folks when they come in to watch performances. There are 3 levels in the Performing Arts Center. It's massive, it's beautiful, and it's really progressing very nicely.
I climbed up to the catwalk, which will be restricted to students in the new school, in order to show you this bird's eye view of our incredible Performing Arts Center.
Welcome to the auditorium, or as Mr. Theato calls it, the aquarium. This pool will have 11 lanes in it. We're really excited to see everybody come in here. It's moving along perfectly. It's beautiful. We can't wait to see some bears swimming here and diving here next year.
These athletic and extracurricular facilities will be great new spaces for the use of students as well as the entire Upper Arlington community. This has been Jillian Keene reporting for the WARL.
The new school is on track to be finished this summer in time for the 2021-22 school year. Our staff is currently downsizing in preparation to make the move.
On February 23rd, UAHS juniors will be taking the ACT. It will begin at 8:05 and will end around 12 p.m. Students not testing will have a digital learning day. Now let's learn more about what to do leading up to the ACT.
Many juniors are preparing to take the ACT or have taken the ACT. It can be a stressful experience, but with the right knowledge of the test and the correct preparation, it can be a very, very simple process. If you haven't signed up to take a test yet that isn't administered by your school, it's very simple. All you do is go to act.org and that takes you to their main site. In the top right corner, you'll see the register/sign in button. You click that, and then on the left side, you can see Welcome to My ACT and you create a My ACT account. This will take you through the steps and all the information that you have to fill out in order to sign up for your ACT. You will also be asked about your school and grades. They also have preparatory tools in the site that are very, very helpful and practice tests. Mr. Sean Hickey, who's an ACT prep tutor, described the 3 most important things for a student to have when going into this test is awareness, composure, and legitimate belief in what you can do. These can take you through the test and they can help you as you're studying. As you have composure, you're calm and you know what you're doing. You're aware of what you are doing and what you know, and both of these come into the legitimate belief in what you can do. While you're taking the test, you know your knowledge, you know what you are capable of, so know it when you are taking the test. Overall, taking a college acceptance exam is scary, but with the right knowledge of the test and preparing correctly and signing up early, it will be a very, very simple process. This is Kira DePore reporting for the WARL.
Good luck to all our juniors. Make sure to get a good night's rest and eat a full breakfast.
Now we toss it to sports with Caroline and Kendall.
Hi Bears, welcome to sports. Upper Arlington High School hosted its National Signing Day ceremony on February 3rd, celebrating 26 of our student athletes that are continuing their athletic careers at the next level.
The ceremony was held for students and their family in the varsity gym. Athletes got the opportunity to announce what schools they would be attending and to thank the people who have helped them over the years.
If you are interested in watching these student athletes sign, a recording of the live stream can be found on the UAHS Athletics YouTube page. Now we take a look at the new girls' head basketball coach, Abigail Dorsonville.
The girls' basketball team experienced a coaching change this past season, resulting in a whole new coaching staff for the entire program. Abigail Dorsonville is the new varsity head coach after being the varsity assistant coach last year. She is also a government teacher at the high school. I got to sit down and talk with her about her upcoming role.
Basketball is so important to me, so I think staying with it in this capacity, because obviously I'm old now, so I can't play as much or at the high level that I was used to, but this still gives me the opportunity to be involved and support you guys and your love of the game and kind of lead you through the high school sport journey. And
with Coach D taking the new head coaching spot at the high school, there are many changes and visions that she has for the program this upcoming year and the years to follow.
To have some hype around the girls basketball team and you guys to be in a program that you can be proud to be a part of.
But COVID shut the basketball team down for 2 weeks. Coach D was set on keeping a team feeling while everyone was apart, having team Zooms every day as well as other bonding activities to keep everyone involved and as a part of the team.
You know, it's given us the opportunity to do more team bonding stuff, which is great, which I don't know if we would have carved out the time in practice to do if there was no COVID. You know, negatively, it took away our scrimmages, it canceled a game, it did that kind of stuff. Positively, like I said, it let us do more team bonding stuff.
Here is senior captain Annie Hargraves to talk on the start of her season in quarantine.
So I have a hoop in my driveway, which has obviously been helpful. So I've gone out and like shot hoops and done like the practice plans Coach D has set out.
Along with games and team bonding, Coach D is keeping the team in shape with at-home workouts and skill trainings.
People from last season, but I've really enjoyed this team and I like Coach D's like coaching philosophies. I don't know. I think it's going to be a really good season and we're going to do a lot better than we think.
And with the girls' basketball quarantine coming to an end, the team is looking forward to getting back in the gym and starting their season officially. This has been Vivian Lawless reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Vivian. With winter sports soon coming to an end, our boys' basketball team has a record of 7-7, and the girls' basketball team has a record of 3-9, with COVID taking away a majority number of games for both teams.
Our wrestling Bears have had a fighting season dealing with many changes, but have a record of 19-7 and are looking to send some of their strongest wrestlers to the year's state meet. Boys and girls swimming and diving have both had very successful seasons and are looking to continue dominating into states. The boys hockey team has a record of 15 wins, 10 losses, and 3 ties, and are rounding out their season with a state tournament.
Finally, the girls' gymnastic team has had a strong season and are looking to take the OCC title once again. Now, let's get some more insights on the girls' basketball season and our cheer team.
The girls' basketball team had their senior night on January 29th, celebrating their 2 seniors, Clara Gallipo and Annie Hargraves. The celebrations included posters of the seniors, signing t-shirts, decorating their houses, and a team meal. We hear from the seniors about senior night.
I'm really going to miss the team we had this year and all the fun we had and the memories we've made.
What I'm most looking forward to for senior night is walking and getting pictures with my mom and my brother, and also coming off the floor during fourth quarter and just giving everyone hugs for the last home game.
The Lady Bears couldn't partake in past traditions due to COVID guidelines, but still tried to show their appreciation to their seniors the best way they could. This senior night game against Olentangy Liberty became the last game of the Lady Bears' regular season after they were quarantined, therefore missing the final 2 weeks of their season. They hope to make a tournament run when they come out of quarantine. This has been Vivian Lawless reporting for the WARL.
This year, all sports have looked a little different due to COVID-19. The crowds and sports teams have had a lot of changes. This includes cheerleading. While the cheerleaders are practicing, they must keep masks on unless they are actively cheering. During games, the girls are able to not wear masks while cheering. I talked to a few of the varsity cheerleaders who spoke on what's different this season.
So we have to social distance and wear masks at all times. And it's just different because we can't go to away games, and that's where we make all of our fun memories that we don't have anymore because we can't go to the away games. So
the season's different this year because we don't get to watch freshmen and JV basketball play and the cheerleaders cheer, and it's super upsetting and sad. But at least we have the boys still. So hey guys. Hey boys. This season's different because we don't get to do team spreads and team lunches like we normally would do last year, and we also don't get to do the same team bonding activities that we normally do, like our scavenger hunt throughout the season.
Due to COVID, there are not as many fans allowed in person, so make sure to watch the live streams on UAHS Athletics YouTube to support the sports teams. Though the season has been very different, the girls are all very thankful to get to cheer on the girls and boys basketball teams this year. This has been Lucy McCabe reporting for the WARL.
Despite the challenges these teams have faced with COVID, girls are grateful for the opportunity to participate this year. And thank you to our cheer team for keeping our players in high spirits.
Now let's flippity the script to Jillian Carter with Community News.
I'm Carter. As Valentine's Day is coming up and you're making plans with your loved ones, consider joining this new activity from the Upper Arlington Civic Association.
As part of their Spread the Love project, they're asking members of the community to make cards and letters which will be delivered to Upper Arlington nursing homes and assisted living facilities. You can drop off your cards on February 6th or 7th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 3096 Kingsdale Center. For more information, check out their Instagram at uaca.org.
Lane Avenue, one of the main roads in Upper Arlington, is being transformed with new buildings put up and old ones being torn down. An 11-story apartment building is in the works to replace the shopping strip that previously contained Pizza Hut and Learning Express. This new building will be the tallest building in all of UA once completed.
Now let's take a look at the increasing crime rate in our community.
Over the last few weeks, Upper Arlington has seen an increase of crimes. There have been several reports of attempted robbery and armed robbery, and a drive-by shooting. This is unusual for UA and is putting the community on edge. The robber has not yet been identified, but is described as wearing all black, 20 to 30 years old, dark skin complex, and approaches runners asking to hand over their stuff. Active runner Claire LeBron shares her thoughts.
I like to go on runs as my daily exercise, but now after the recent crimes in UA, it's kind of scary to run, especially at night when you don't know who's out there. And yeah, I just hope that they resolve the issue so that our neighborhood can be safe again and we can just go back to normal. So yeah.
In addition to the robberies, on January 23rd, a drive-by shooting occurred on Berkshire Road into a home of an Ohio health official. No one was injured and the crime is still being investigated. It frightened the community. UA mom Christy Stummer shares her thoughts about the recent crimes in UA.
The recent crimes in Upper Arlington has me a little bit worried, but I've noticed that there's been a lot more police presence, especially south of Lane, and that makes me feel a lot better.
Police are doing everything they can to protect UA. There has been an increase of patrol officers and a safety presentation to address the recent crimes. UA residents are investing in home security devices to help protect their families.
For more information on what is being done to keep us safe, you can go to upperarlingtonoh.gov.
On February 2nd, Upper Arlington schools had our first snow day of the school year due to bad road conditions. Dr. Imhoff announced that in the future, poor weather conditions may continue to cause the cancellation of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday learning, but enhanced distance learning Wednesdays and Zoom classes will continue regardless.
The process of getting a driver's license has been very different this year. Let's take a look at exactly how our students are trying to get their driver's license and how they are handling it. The coronavirus pandemic has obviously changed daily life in many ways. One major thing it's changed is the process of getting your license. Navigating through driver's ed, in-cars, and the final test is already tough on teens, but having to do it during a pandemic takes it to a whole new level. 3 students at different places throughout the license process share on exactly how they dealt with the changes.
I feel like I haven't been to BMV before, but it was kind of normal. You just walk in with a mask and they have you wait in line, like socially distanced, and then you just go up to like the computers that are like spaced out and you take your test. I prepared for my attempts by using like apps like DMV Genie, and I went online and looked at the BMV quizzes and did that. And I also like practiced driving in a parking lot with my mom so I could like know how to work with the car.
After getting her temps, Audrey is now enrolled in a driver's ed course.
It teaches you the rules of the road and like how to park and like all like the functions of like parts of the car. There used to be classes like in person at school, but now they don't do that, and you can do it on Zoom, but I'm just doing it on the website. It's fine, it's kind of boring, but like it's like easy.
After completing driver's ed, students move on to in-cars.
So in-cars are basically just 4 2-hour sessions of driving with an instructor, and through the 4 in-cars they just progressively get more difficult. The instructor just teaches you how to drive and like corrects you if you have anything wrong. Basically it was just you in the driver's seat and then the instructor in the passenger seat, and then you were both wearing masks the whole time. At the beginning, before I did in-cars, there were a lot of things that I did that I didn't realize that were like wrong or like illegal, but then whenever I'd like do them with like during an in-car with the instructor, and he would correct me, that would definitely help me learn.
After completing everything necessary, students can finally take the next step and sign up for their test for their license.
I got it about a month ago, like early January. The test was interesting. So there was like a little circuit. It's really short. It took like, the entire test probably took like 5 minutes, honestly.
Instead of driving on real roads with the test instructor in the passenger, tests now comprise of 2 stop signs, a yield sign, 1 left and 2 right turns, and maneuverability.
I think it was a lot easier than the old test because you don't even go on like the real road and you have like a parent in the car with you. I had my dad with me during the test, and it was really nice. Their parent isn't allowed to speak, and you just it's like less stressful having a parent. I think that it is not the most efficient way because it's really easy. Added with in-cars and all that stuff, I think it's probably fine, but the test alone I think is probably not.
This has been Claire Shuttler reporting for the WARL.
It is definitely different this year, but good thing teens still have the opportunity to get their license.
Now to Patrick with Lifestyle.
Throughout Ohio, the curfew has been extended to 11 p.m. The later curfew is as a result of the decreasing number of statewide hospitalizations for the COVID-19 virus. Cases have been under 3,000 every day since January 25th and under 2,500 every day since February 2nd. Throughout the last year, the food and entertainment industries have been struggling due to COVID-19 restrictions for bars, restaurants, and other venues. Entertainers, restaurants, and bars are hoping that the later curfew will allow them to incorporate more live music. Now, we look at how local music and dance in Upper Arlington have been impacted by COVID-19.
Jam Club is a club for all students at Upper Arlington High School who are interested in any aspect of music, whether that means they play an instrument, sing, or just love to talk about music. Some instruments that the students play are drums, guitar, piano, and many others.
Come on, sit down, let's stay for a minute, won't you? Oh, what a shame, now you realize what you got into.
Ruth Bergenthal, who is now a sophomore at UCLA, started this club when she was a sophomore at Upper Arlington High School in 2016. The club has grown from about 5 people back in 2016 to about 11 members in 2021. While the club is not super well known, members of Jam Club this year have been expanding the club using social media platforms such as Instagram, where they have information about meetings and can direct message with interested students. On the Instagram, they also have posts introducing current club members with their instrument they play and favorite genre of music. There are also fun weekly polls put on the Jam Club Instagram stories asking students their favorite song or music genre. There are also polls put out to see the attendance of Jam Club each week. Jam Club has been a little different this year because club members can't meet at school, so they meet over Zoom every Wednesday during lunch at 11:05. Sophomore Ann Bixel, who sings and plays guitar and piano, talks about the changes made to Jam Club this year.
The adjustments to the club meetings this year, I really like them because we've opened up the chance to just have some more conversations about music and learning about different types of music, as well as getting more new people joining, which is nice to meet new people.
While the students can no longer jam with each other in the same room, they plan to start meeting outdoors at local parks once the weather gets warmer. This has been Kea Corso reporting for the WARL.
Located off of Kenny Road in the Kenny Center, K-Studio, a popular dance studio in Upper Arlington, is continuing to hold dance classes for all ages and levels through the difficult times of COVID.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. I'm the office manager here at K-Studio. Things are a little bit different this year because of COVID. Enrollment is down, so we don't have as many classes. All the dancers have to wear masks. And we have spacing on the lobby, X's, and X's on the dance floor so that the dancers are socially distanced while they're waiting and while they're in class.
Additionally, dancers' temperatures are checked at the door, and ballet bars and other shared materials are sanitized after each use. The students and staff are taking all necessary precautions so they can continue in the most normal way possible, though issues with competition scheduling has been incredibly difficult this year. Usually, the K-Studio competitive team travels to other nearby states and attends competitions where they take workshop classes and compete their practice routines. The team is still planning on doing so, but has had to be flexible in the planning process.
Certain events that we love to attend every year have been canceled, so we've been reworking the schedule, finding different cities to go to so that our dancers can get on stage.
The team continues to receive news of competition dates being changed or events being canceled altogether, bringing a sense of uncertainty among the dancers.
I'm kind of nervous that we're not going to be able to dance very well and how they're going to manage staying 6 feet apart and all of that.
I'm kind of nervous about competition because I don't know if it'll happen, and it's my senior year, so I really want one last one.
The girls are keeping their fingers crossed for the upcoming competition season and continue to train hard during the unfortunate circumstances.
So we're super grateful and fortunate that we got to keep dancing through this hard time, and we're looking for brighter days ahead.
This has been Caroline Hackett reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Caroline and Kea. I might need to show off my salsa moves after the show. Speaking of breaking out the moves and the dance moves, music star The Weeknd stole the show at Super Bowl 55 with his outstanding performance during the halftime show. A perfect mixture of special effects, outstanding choreography, and fireworks brought the show to life in Tampa. Now we pass it over to Sophia with Kicker.
Thanks, Patrick. Yes, The Weeknd brought a spectacular performance during the Super Bowl, but what also caught the audience's eyes was his sparkly red jacket over his black poplin shirt and wool trousers. So many new fashion trends left a big mark in 2020 and are continuing to evolve into 2021. Kendall Crotty decided to take a closer look at the current fashion trends and possible predictions for future fashion.
Welcome to me time. Yeah.
Fashion. It is one of the oldest and biggest industries in the world. Many people use fashion as a way to express themselves and to make themselves feel good. Whether it is used for comfort or to show off your own sense of personal style, it is a big deal for many people. Thanks to people's love of fashion, fashion trends have been created to tell what is and isn't in style. Since 2020 was such a crazy year, I want to look back and see what was trendy and what we might expect to see on the runways and on people in 2021. I decided to talk to Emily Olvera about what fashion trends she has seen this year in her clothing store and what trends she thinks we will see next year.
Hi, I'm Emily Olvera and I work at Tablets.
The trends that we're seeing right now are brooches, a little fox like here like this. Plaid has been comeback, stripes, and a little bit of animal print.
Next, I decided to talk to self-proclaimed fashionistas Monica Rivera and Alana Becker.
My favorite fashion trends of 2020 are Argyle sweaters. I also really like sustainable clothing like thrift shopping. I know that's been around for a while, but I like that made a comeback this year.
My favorite fashion trends in 2020 were pleated skirts and also the plaid pattern. Also layering just with the grunge outfits.
I get most of my inspo from Pinterest and also TikTok.
And also Instagram search page. I think in 2021 we'll see more of leg warmers and also like thigh cuffs and high socks, as well as like silky items.
Yeah, I think fishnets are gonna make a comeback. Maybe like some hair clips, and like thigh highs. In 2021 fashion-wise, I really hope to see double denim and 80s fashion make a comeback.
I hope to see a lot of leg warmers and also just like pink accessories like Japanese fashion is doing right now.
Well, there you have it, fashion trends of 2020 and what you can expect to see in 2021. Now remember, fashion is subjective and people are always going to wear what they have in their closets already. Just wear what you feel most confident in, and also go by this piece of advice: you're never fully dressed without a smile. I'm Kendall Crotty, this is Mr. Snape, and we're signing off for the WARL.
Great story, Kendall. Can't wait to see if those fashion predictions come true.
Thanks, Sophia. This winter has sure been a cold one, and icy too.
Dr. Imhoff would agree with you, Bella. On February 9th, Upper Arlington had their second snow day of the year due to icy road conditions, making the second Tuesday in a row with no online or in-person classes.
One way you can stay warm this winter is with a nice bowl of soup. We now take a look at 2 different soups you can have on your chilly day off.
Thanks, Kay and Claire. I'm hungry for soup now.
Speaking of food, last year the production of Peeps candy was put on hold due to the pandemic. Valentine's Day, Halloween, and Christmas of 2020 were all missing the classic marshmallow candy. However, after a 9-month break, the candy will be making a comeback this spring just in time for its signature holiday, Easter.
Tune in next week to learn about favorite local restaurant loops and how this pandemic has affected the college process.
That's it for this edition of UA Live.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.